Hey, what's up guys? It's Jonathan, and I want to start a new thing where I do basically a what's in my bag video every month. A different bag, different theme, different items. Well, try to be a different theme and different items. Some of them might be a little bit carried over, but with that being said, I want to dive into this month's what's in my bag video, which is with the Peak Design 20 liter. Now, when I went to Vegas for CES, I had a Peak Design bag, but it was the 30 liter and it was in ash. I returned it and I settled for the charcoal variant and a much smaller size. This is a 20 liter because it's just more travel friendly, but I can still fit a ton of stuff in it. Let's begin with the top compartment here, which is actually a zippered compartment. And this is where you're gonna store like your laptop, your tablets. It has a little pouch in here for other items. And in that little pouch, I have my PS Vita, because you know I gotta get my game on whenever I travel, or if I'm at a Starbucks and I don't feel like editing a video, I can play some of my games. I do have a Nintendo Switch, but personally, I just like the Vita. I think it's a very great console, especially for a portable handheld console. Now I also have an extra device that I've been carrying around. Whatever device I'm reviewing at that time. This is the LG G6, and I got a Varus case on it. It just makes it look really awesome. This is the platinum variation of the G6, and you can see the case matches like perfectly. Awesome phone. Expect a full review coming soon, but I still had the pre-production unit. That's the reason why you haven't seen one already. Now I also have some AirPods. Despite them looking ugly as sin, they're really functional. I also usually carry a pen in there, but for some reason I don't have one in there now. And then I have my laptop of choice, which for portability purposes is the MacBook Pro 15-inch 2016 with a touch bar. Now this is actually a colorware skin and it's absolutely gorgeous. You can pick one of these up on the Colorware website. I'll leave links to all this stuff, including the skins, down below. We'll go ahead and jump into the main compartment here, which actually is a pull tab. This is a security mechanism that Peak Design uses, so that way nobody can get inside your bag. It's a magnetic clasp, and in order to activate it, you pull down and then undo the actual latch and then flip it up. And you have adjustments here to make the bag bigger overall, or you can make it smaller depending on how much stuff you have in it. At the very top here, I have my Sheps mic, again with the blue theme. Pretty much the reason why I got this mic, other than the unbelievable sound quality, is because, of course, it's blue. Matches my laptop, matches my car, matches my phone. You can see I'm all day blue. And then I also have the audio interface that I use whenever I travel, and this is how I drop voiceovers, or if I want to connect like my Red up to an audio face unit to get some clean audio. This is the Tascam DR 100 Mark III. It's about 400 bucks, but the quality on this thing is outstanding. It's better than the Zoom H5. I've had that particular audio interface, and then I've had this one, and I've had a different Tascam, and I had one more, I believe, and this is like the best one I have ever used. Then I have my portable tripod for vlogging if I ever wanted to do such a thing, which I actually do vlog, I just don't upload them because either I get too lazy and I don't edit them, or they just don't really have any cohesion. But this is the Joby GorillaPod SLR Zoom, I believe. I just screw my whatever camera I have right on top, and then I can vlog with it. It's flexible. I'm sure you guys have seen these all over the place. Very popular. They work extremely well. Holds like 6 pounds, which is great. Then I have something really cool, and that is a charger. It actually charges AA batteries on the top, and then you can pop this off and then charge your Sony batteries or Olympus batteries. There's different attachments that you can put inside here. It actually does the batteries for the RX 100 or your typical like alpha Sony batteries like the A7R Mark II, A7S Mark II, A7S, the original A7R. You just pop those in there. You can't do them at the same time, but it's just cool to have an all-in-one charger. I have my ND filter, which is a Schneider MD filter. It's a 82mm thread. Typically, I just use like adapters to adapt it to all my other lenses because it's a very large ND filter. One of the best on the market in terms of variable, and I don't use it all the time, but when I do, it has remarkable quality. On this side, I have my white balance card, and it helps me focus as well, and it's also a color grid. This is the color checker passport from X-Ray. This is the video variant. They actually have one for photo too, but the difference is mainly how these color panels right here line up. This is an incredible tool for getting your colors right and getting your white balance on point. And you also have a black, gray, and white card. And my dog is eating right now right below me because he is a pig. This is ridiculous. Yeah, that is my dog. 2 compartments on the side of the backpack. The reason why they put these zippered compartments here is so that way when it's on your shoulder, you can just sling it around and use it almost like a messenger style bag and get whatever you need to without going into the main compartment. So we'll start over here and unzip this. So the camera that I've been toting around lately is the A6500. The reason why I've been using this one over, say, something like my C300 or even a Red is because how small and portable this thing is. I mean, it can almost fit in your pocket, minus the lens, of course. Plus, the autofocusing capability is awesome. The in-body stabilization is great, and it downscales a 6K image to 4K, giving you incredible sharpness, and you are still eating. I actually have an adapter on here. I don't use Sony lenses because I don't think they're very good. The adapter I have is a Metabone speed booster, and this is so I can use my full frame Canon lenses on a Sony body. I still get AF, I just don't get continuous autofocus, at least that's worth a crap. But I do get the single shot AF. This is the 16-35 Mark III. Phenomenal lens, incredible sharpness, and when I pair it up with the Metabone speed booster, that f2.8 becomes f2, and I get that wide field of view. Awesome, awesome lens. I use it all the time. Pretty much in every one of my videos, I use this lens. There's actually compartments in here, like little shelves that flip down. They're dividers, and they serve like a multi-functioning type purpose. So if I wanted to, I could, fold them up and then fit something here, or if I need like the individual compartments, I can flip them down and do it like that. So really cool, very modular, and you can actually add to the bag, as you want to. At the very bottom, I have a shotgun mic for the A6500, and it uses the hot shoe for the Sony cameras, so that way there's no wires. The quality isn't the best, but the convenience is awesome, very small, lightweight, and no wires is dope. The actual flap here has an interior pocket, and inside here I have my USB-C to USB-C charging cable for the MacBook Pro. Then I have, of course, the MacBook Pro wall adapter. So of course with the MacBook Pro, because it uses all Thunderbolt 3 ports, you gotta have the dongle life or adapter life. And I have a Minix here. The reason why I like this one over some of the other ones is the design is super premium, and it gives me everything that I need. I have a Type-C connection here. I have an HDMI port. I have an Ethernet port, 2 standard USBs, micro SD card slot, and then a standard SD card slot. I think that is it inside here, except for a standard wall adapter for basically my iPhone charger or Android micro USB cable. Depending on what I need it for, I pack one of these in here just in case, I don't have one wherever I'm going. But that is it for, this entire side. Go ahead and zip that up, zip this up here, and that's okay. So flipping it on over. So on this side, I have my JuiceLink RM222 Riggy Micro, and this is my pretty much audio interface for my camera. So I only travel with 2 lenses. I have the 16-35 Mark III Canon, and then the 24-70 Mark II from Canon. This is an f2.8 lens, but when I use it with the speed booster, it gives me f2. Phenomenal lens, probably one of the best zooms on the market. This is my SanDisk Extreme RAID USB Type-C storage device. The speeds on this are incredible. I'm just shy of 850 read and writes, but it is very expensive, about $600-700 bucks. But to me, if you're gonna spend the money on the T3, just look at this, spend the extra money, you won't be disappointed. So next up, I have this little guy right here, which is awesome. This is from Nomad, and it's a Lightning to USB charging cable, but it also has a built-in battery. It's a 2,350 milliamp hour lightning cable and charger, 2-in-1 design from Nomad. And then I also have another cable from Nomad, which is super dope because it gives you a 3-in-1 connection. So if I have a micro USB device, if I have my iPhone, which is a lightning device, or if I have a USB Type-C device, there's 3 heads here and I can connect to any of the devices that I need to. Moving on, I have a couple Sony batteries here, which is really cool because inside the backpack, you actually have little pockets here on the interior lining that butterfingers. So you have individual pockets here for batteries. So I put my Sony batteries in these two, and then if I have, say, like the GH5, which is what this video is being recorded with, figured it was a good way to test out the GH5. I can put that battery here, and then you have 2 larger pockets here for whatever you need. I use them to store the 2 cables that I pulled out. So plenty of storage options in this bag, and it's nice because it's in a nice compact form factor, lots of handles, and the expansion is super awesome. The bag is not cheap though. Comes in at 250 bucks. You can pick it up on Amazon, B&H, the Peak Design websites. All those links can be found below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new here. If you're not new here, make sure you turn on those notifications so you can be alerted when a new video drops. If you have any questions or want to get at me on a more direct level, hit me up on social media, as you can actually get a hold of me a little bit easier there. And I'll talk to you in the next one. Be easy.